Well, Paul, terrific afternoon's entertainment and great result for the lads.
Yeah, over the moon. Obviously, it's been a difficult week, I think that's fair to say. I thought the new boys that have come in, Scannell and Flitchett, have given us a nice boost, and we needed that. And you know, it was a fantastic victory against a good side, probably the title winning side, I think. It's not often at 2-0 you think you need a third, but yeah, just pleased for everyone really at the club, to see a home win and an exciting game.
And a flying start as well, 2 goals in the first 10 minutes. You couldn't have hoped for that really. Well, you hope for it, but you couldn't have. Yeah.
No, you hope for it, but that's what we've not been doing. I've said for many games this season, I think we've dominated games and we haven't been able to put the ball in the back of the net. And today, we shifted the system a bit. We put Betsy in and around Flitchett, and I thought Betsy Gomez was outstanding. I think he got man of the match, and that's a great first goal. But Damo comes back, crosses the ball with some quality, and that's the other bit that we've been disappointed in is our crossing. And then we obviously go on and get the second. So, from that point of view, it gave us something to really dig into, hold on to. We knew that they'd come at us hard in the second half, and obviously they got the obligatory soft penalty that gets given against us. And I'd imagine myself and every other Sutton supporter in the ground assumed that it was going to go to 2 each at any point. And that's why I'm so pleased with the players. They dug in, they showed a spirit, and that was for me very, very important.
I'm pleased with the goalkeeper as well. On his debut, made 2 or 3 important saves.
I thought Aaron was outstanding. I've always rated him highly. I've never been able to get him before. We decided to bring him in. It was a big call in many ways, and I thought he did everything right today. His kicking was good. I thought the save he made, at the far post was outstanding. But he gave a presence coming for crosses, and I thought against Kedwell and certainly Cunnington second half we needed that. And he must be pleased with a good debut.
And what's your thinking behind the goalkeeping situation now with three keepers on the books at the moment?
Yeah, well, the situation has been clear for about a week. I told Alan Julian last week that he's been very unfortunate. Alan, he's been injured virtually all the time that he's been here. I've shown some confidence in him and brought him back into the team on 4 or 5 occasions. He's had one of those seasons where the luck's not gone for him. Tom's been unfortunate, I think, to be dropped on occasions for Alan. But Alan's going to be made available to go on loan as of Monday, and I'm sat down talking with Tom at the moment to see what Tom feels his situation at the club is. So we'll wait and see how it pans out, but certainly we won't have 3 goalkeepers there.
And just going back to the game, as you said, tremendous digging in the second half once they scored, because that penalty for them was just at the right time. Yeah,
I think there was 19 minutes to go when I asked the linesman. 26 had gone, and we felt it was a soft penalty. Got to say that Kedwell struck it, great strike, and then it was like we expected the Alamo. It came, but we dug in, and I thought we had 2 or 3 occasions on the break. Flitchett's had a great header, good save from their keeper as well. We've had 2 or 3 breaks, and the way that we set up today was to counter-attack, and we did that brilliantly in the first half. We could have been 3 or 4-0 up. Flitchett, I think Preston Edwards has made a great save down near Flitchett's feet, which would put us 3-0 up. But it's not often you 2-0 up as a manager and you feel you need a third. But that's the way our season's gone sometimes.
And Dan and Damien both up front, returning, or one returning to the club, one new signing. So delighted with them, and pleased to have them on board.
Yeah, listen, Damien
seemed to give a boost as well. I thought he was playing with a smile on his face.
Damien has got this ability to make everyone feel happy around him. So he's come in the dressing room today. The dressing room was lifted just because of his presence and the way he goes about himself. And I think everyone knows he's one of my favourite players. We got a good offer for him in the summer. By his own admission, he was injured as well, which was in my mind when we looked at it. But he's been trying to get back here since November probably. And Bromley, I've got to say, Mark Goldberg again has been fantastic with us. He was happy to let Damo come back, but Damo needs to be able to train with us. And he's changed his work now, so he can train with us, and he's back with us for this year. And if he does well, for next year.
And I know you've been a fan of Dan Fitchett as well for a long time.
Well, I like the combination of Flitchett and White, and one of my objectives early on was to try and put those 2 together. And I've been chasing Dan since probably October, but in fairness to him, after the season he had last year with Salisbury, he didn't want to drop down to this level, and he genuinely felt that he was going to score goals for Aldershot, and I respect that. But we kept on and kept on and kept on, and I had a phone call to say that he was available again to go out on loan, and this time he wanted to come and he needs to play football, and he'll get better as he plays more games.
And just to put aside from beating a good side, also the 3 points important for our own position in the table, crucial 3 points.
Yeah, crucial in the sense of getting up the league.
And morale as well.
You know, morale important for the dressing room. Now, my view, if I'm being honest, was we might not have won the next 3 games. Ebbsfleet, Havant's tough away, Hemmel's tough away. We weren't going to panic because we know that we've got 6 players coming back in a month's time. So March and April would be good for us. So there's no panic inside the dressing room that we would be in any problems. But it's very, very hard, you know, to get the positivity when you've got 6 players constantly unavailable. And that's the season that we've had. And you know, sometimes you've got to understand internally the situation. Now, you know, we've gone and spent money this week. You know, we've spent money on the Clough money really was bringing Jamie Collins in wages wise. The Clough money was enabling us to pay some bills as well. And you know, I've put my hand in my pocket to bring Scannell back and Flitchett, as I've done on many of the other players that have come to this club.
And you rousing up the supporters towards the end of the game, trying to get a decent atmosphere here. It's been a difficult week.
Been a difficult week. I thought Ebbsfleet had more supporters here today than we probably did. I think the bit of we're all in it together has gone at the minute. And I asked them with 3 minutes to go to raise the roof off for me, which they should be doing anyway. So, you know, if we've been poor on the pitch, I don't think we've been great off the pitch either, if I'm being honest. And a lot of things that have been said this week are disgraceful, absolutely disgraceful. And I bide my time on it, but I think you can gather that I'm not happy on many things that have been said.
Okay, returning to the football for next, way to Havant next week. Good to follow today up with another good 3 points against one of the leading sides.
Well, we put the 5-game target on the wall. We've now won 2, drawn 1, and lost 1. So that's us in serious trouble, isn't it? If we beat Havant Saturday, then that puts us on the 10 points that we wanted. If we carry that on between now and the end of the season, we'll be in the playoffs. But you know, this club is a Conference South football club. I've said before that I would resign if we ever got relegated. I'll not resign whilst we're in the Conference South because I'm the right man to lead this club. But you know, I've been hurt this week by many comments from within the club, and as I said, I'll bide my time on a few of them. But you know, people need to understand what's happened at this football club. You know, I personally put in £200,000 in the summer, not the club, me, to build the refurb, and I've never told anyone that. You know, I read that was from the FA Cup money. You know, it makes me laugh. The budget, people talk about expensive signings. The club have given me a budget of lower to mid-table, and in 7 years I've been here, I've added to that every single week. And if there is an overspend, it's my overspend. I put it in. So if mistakes are made with players, yeah, they're my mistakes, but it's not the club's mistakes. And I'm a non-league manager. You know, I reckon I put in close to £1 million to this football club in 7 years. And I was here at 9 o'clock this morning talking about putting another £500,000 in to improve the football club, to get the community side going, to get the academy going, to hopefully generate a brilliant opportunity for the supporters next season. But when my wife gets hurt, and I've got my dad ringing me up, my brother ringing me up, asking me what I'm doing here, it's made me have a real think this week. And what I would say is I've got the best board in the world, we've got the best volunteers in the world, and the best committee to deal with. And I've just got to be careful that I don't get put off course. But to read some of the comments about me being away on a game that I chose knowing that we weren't playing, as I said, it gets deep into your soul really, and it makes you makes you wonder what you're doing sometimes. But it's hurt my family as much as it's hurt me, and that's the bit that's unacceptable. I think I'm the most open person to come and talk to about anything, and I think the faceless people on the internet are just that. and it's a scar really against the football club, against me, and I won't forgive that. But we've had a fantastic board meeting today, 3 hours, every single board member there. They've agreed to every of the proposals, the 3 proposals that were put forward today. I can't announce them yet, but I can guarantee the fans are just going to be so happy about it. And we've got some really, really exciting times coming. And it's more than just the football team on the pitch. And what I would like to leave eventually here is a legacy where we've got hundreds of children playing football, that we become the community club that we all want to be. And I'm going to put a lot of effort in over this next 2 years probably to make that happen. And I won't get distracted by people, but I think it has affected me this weekend.